Good news, look where we are. Look where we are. And it's a bit of wind, but the gate was open to Paul Lake, so we're up at Paul Lake and might do a bit of hiking, droning, and a bit of paddleboarding. Because the weather's supposed to be nice. It's already quite nice. Be careful if you're coming up today. The provincial park sign isn't up, but the gate is open, so it's easy to drive by when you're going up from the road from Kamloops. So be careful there, or you miss the turn or get in an accident or something. But yeah, it looks good up here. I'm going to spend some time up here. And down this way, you're looking down towards the Cartop boat launch for the people with the bigger boats. Here we go, Paul Lake. Let's go this way. Well, we've been paddling for a while. I'm just working my way up towards the cliffs. Been quite a bit of wind, but I always look at it like you're going for a walk on the water. I talked to this fella up in the park, Filipino family, I think, and he said he's got them too. I've been thinking a lot about the Philippines lately, that it might be a good option, one of my places I used to go. And revisit it again. It'll feel like the first time, and you'll experience it like in a different way, right? You're getting something different out of it now. But from what I can see, it's got a lot of the same old stuff. Things are just different, you know. Eating's different, costs are different. All charming in their own way. starting to listen to me now. I keep cutting in and out of these little, staying near shore. And I get a little reprieve from the wind, right? There's quite a bit of wind. Sometimes it's just waves. Sometimes it's both wind and waves, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get wind before the waves develop too. Wow. Old man wave knowledge for you guys today. It's Saturday, May 2nd. Farmers Market Day here in where I live, but I didn't go. I wanted to get up to the lake here. And like I say, to my astonishment and relief, the park, the day use area is open at Paul Lake now at the main provincial campground. And it's perfect out here right now. Hey Barry, turn off your camera, my friend. Okay, turn off your camera. Yeah, sometimes I haven't in a while, but oh wow, look at these ducks are right here. Thinking about paddling. Some mallard with the green head, and it must be a little couple. Look at that. They're so happy in there. Not too afraid yet. Probably hasn't been a lot of people up here yet. It's like I start paddling like I'm the voyageur, right? It doesn't matter how much wind there is or what the weather's like. You just keep paddling and you get there, sometimes slower, sometimes faster. Doesn't matter what way the current's going or what way the wind's going, what way the weather's doing. Huh. Life is full of patterns, isn't it? I really like the wind sometimes. It's you sort of slow down and smell the roses, you know. And it's too fatiguing to fight it. It's easiest just to find your way. If you can feel some momentum of any kind, just stick with that and smell the roses. Look at the roses here. I've just got the camera, so it's probably a lot of wind noise, but the wind is really picking up here. I may have to put in slightly more effort to maintain any momentum or change my technique, make myself all aerodynamic, like aerodynamic shape of a paddleboard it is. Not standing straight up and down, I bet you. Especially going straight into the wind. Sometimes you don't have a lot of option. You can tack in and out of it. Sometimes it's good. That's why I like going along the shore. Little disruptions in the wind and in the current can last a long time and come out of nowhere, right? Because that's how it is. There's too many variables. I really enjoy that steady resistance when you're paddling into the wind, the right kind of wind. You know, once you get, eventually you kind of feel adapted to it, then it changes on you. Like, isn't this nice? It's all in slow motion, but it seems like it's fast flowing water underneath me. That's just wind, but you look over here and it's just the solid world is almost standing still. Standing stiller. Oh, we own this place right now, guys. This is wonderful. I thought I saw kind of a muskrat or a beaver or something. He had something dragging out of his mouth. I hope it wasn't a fishing lure. There was a couple kids fishing back there. I guess there's always the collateral damage sometimes. That's why it does matter what people do, right? Hey, turn off the camera. Boring to people. This is nice. We're getting closer to the cliffs, aren't we? Hey, duckies. How's it going? Oh, the call of the loon. Gosh, it's nice out here today. Saturday. Cool. Saturday morning. We're ziggy-zagging a bit now so our chest isn't so square into the wind. And enjoying the shoreline. Taking our time. Taking happy little paddle strokes. Remember that painter used to do paint the happy little trees and had the happy little brush strokes? Take happy little paddle strokes. You know? Apply gentle power. Oh, some of the spots are so nice. Like it's so still here right now. It looks like it's still windy, but it's not. The wind. All I got left is a few little waves. Wow. There's a rope up on that tree. Has somebody got a new rope swing, or is this the old one? No, this is a new one. Boy, you had to go up high to get that rope up there. That's crazy. I don't know what you would do with it. It's actually kind of disorienting. I'm paddling at the edge of a really large drop-off, and the water's quite clear, and it's like you get a little bit of that. You know, if I fall off the board, am I going to fall down there? Like it's like a mountain. You're on the edge of a mountain cliff, right? This gets dark. Wow. It's so perfect right now, the paddling. Here you can see the cliff is quite obvious, even though we're right next to shore pretty much. Just a warm breeze on my ankles, right? It's just so perfect. Your cats might like this video, or your dogs. Anybody that likes soothing nature. Oh yeah. Is this thing still on, I wonder? Yep, turn it off. Very interesting spot here. I'm like in a back eddy of wind right now. I've got wind at my back, but the main wind is going the opposite direction, just out there. So I'm getting pulled against the wind because of the rounded edges of these cliffs. Wow. I don't know if you can see much of any of that. Not a lot of beaches I can hear. The guy could probably pull up here if he wanted to get off for a few seconds. Right by this avalanche chute. Well, let's go a little further. That is a nice area, but it's not windy right here. Probably couldn't ask for much better than that. Let's continue around here. See, we're below the grey rock level. Grey rock level. Huh. When's the last time you seen grey rock at Ball Lake? It's been a while. We're still getting shelter from the wind along here. Oh, we could go in there. Oh, it doesn't look that inviting. You like the gentle slapping of the board? I do. Is this camera still on? Yeah, lucky you. Lucky me. Oh, another little potential beach. Yeah, we're still being lucky against the wind, but we're not in the wind at all. Until now. This is where it gets interesting, right? I don't know if there's any more shelter. Yeah, totally different over here. We've come to a halt. There's a beach over there. I don't know if I'm going to bother with this. We could try and walk a little bit, but it's not ideal. You see, we look at the progress we're making. 0. I think, you know, we could try harder, but I don't know if I want to. That's unsettling when the wind starts pushing at your back like that. But we'll tuck in the coat there again before the wind takes us too far away. There we go. It's deep down there. You see the edge of that cliff thing again? There was a huge school of fish in here, and I missed them. Can we try and find them again? Oh yeah, they're down in here. Can you see? Getting blown away to this. It's kind of right below me. I'll spin around and take another pass. Perfect little nursery for fishes. They got deep water to escape to. Sunlight, cover. Look at all the cover they got in these trees. Can you see them down there? Look at them all. All to my left, down in here. Oh, wow. See you later, fishies. The winds are really helping us along now, as we don't hit these sticks. You like sometimes when you're in the forest, you can hear the wind coming. You can hear the wind in the forest before you can feel the wind. Yeah, look at that, we're just getting pushed right along. Very nice. That's why I never complain if I got a little headwind to go up. Most times you'll get some of the reward. Not always, but most. If you stay out long enough, you will. Downwind and it's so nice. Those light patches reminds me of the ocean, right? Where the light patches were, right? Or the sand. In some cases here, that's true. Let's have some lunch / breakfast or something. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Oh, that's deep. Which one of these tables is fit for humans? It's like the birds have had their... We got a little bit of space here. Oh, yeah. Decent. Orange always tastes so good after a little bit of exercise, doesn't it? Everything's better after a little bit of exercise, especially out in nature. Nice. Let's do a test. Juicy.